Trump, who has a long...
Good morning, conspiracy theorists.
We get more from NBC's Ann Reeves.
We're going to discuss Jeffrey Epstein.
Suicide. President Trump was retweeting.
That man did not commit suicide. It's possible, but the likelihood of some of his child molesting buddies, especially Clinton. If you were Bill Clinton and Jeffrey Epstein was about to start spilling his guts, because you know that's what was going to happen. You know this man was going to start opening that yap and stuff was going to start flying out that they don't want people to hear. He had tapes. Plain and simple. Now the FBI is raiding his private island for those tapes. Look, they took him out. Not that I care. Not for an instant. But you don't get away with that, something for that long without a whole bunch of people knowing about it. You don't get away with something for that long without your guards, your friends, Trump. Trump was... You all know what Trump said about how he likes his girls a little younger. And, well, that's just fine with me. Don't quote me on that, because I couldn't stand even listening to it for a second. All I can tell you is that, of course, they don't want him. Look at Jared, okay? Jared was a little lump on the ass of society, a colon polyp, if you will. And he started dropping tapes. Everybody started going to jail. So, can you imagine the kind of information that Epstein had? Can you even grasp the possibility of Donald Trump pardoning Jeffrey Epstein? Because you know that's what they would ask for. But they had no intention of letting that man go to court. I'm not complaining. I'm saying, more power to you. I know that the Elohim is vote. I know Yeshua HaMashiach. I know that they love him. I know that Yah wanted him to be with them. I know that the powers that be have absolute control now. We no longer have a voice. Our president is making, these aren't threats, these are announcements about our constitutional rights being pooped on. Did Jeffrey Epstein kill himself? It's possible, but not probable. It's possible. It's absolutely possible that Jeffrey Epstein, not only on Clinton, but on Trump himself. So, this administration, our whole government, is so nearly clear, opaque, not I'm not even high, so our government, in my opinion, and I'm not even, and Nixon didn't even have nothing on Trump. Nixon was a sweet old man compared to what we have here. You know, I'm just like, I personally am of the opinion that how many wives have you cheated on, and how many poor, defenseless women have you used your authority and your power to destroy? How many people have you destroyed along the way in order to become what we see today? It has to be thousands. You know, I don't even really have nothing against the president, because he's not in charge. If you think so, you're wrong. He's a puppet. There are people that literally have... Okay, literally is not the word here. They have their hand up the butt of the puppet. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. So, they're only doing what they do. That's all. They're doing what they do. And that is the end of that. I don't follow politics. I tried to vote, I'm not allowed to vote. Apparently you get a 5-year jail sentence if you're a convict and you try to vote. Because I sure as hell am a convict. Once you're branded convict, I got bad news for you. No matter what I do, no matter how hard I try, no matter, I'm always going to be a convict. I'm always going to be branded as that piece of dirt, that piece of filth, that useless, no good society has absolutely no use for piece of trash. I will always be a dishwasher, I imagine. You know what? I was just happy with that. I was just fine with that. A-okay. Well, I think this fell flat on his face. But I just had to say something about, you know, that man. It's possible he killed himself. Being separated from that kind of wealth for even a few days to someone who has been, you know, practically worshipped by his staff and the people around him, if not outright worshipped, all of a sudden you're stuck in a cage, in a cement block. And it's possible that he did it, but not likely. We will never know. And when we are able to know finally in the presence of Almighty God on that day, we certainly won't care anymore. It won't matter to us. Because then we'll have the rejoice. Christ's triumphant return in the clouds in the sky. The voice and the trump of the archangel. The noise, the blast, the trumpet blast. That has me very interested. Exactly what that is. The shout and the trumpet blast. It's necessary for the announcement of the one true God. And you know something? Who cares? What if I'm right? Who cares? There's nothing that we're going to do. We are completely under a police state. We are trashed. Our freedoms are trashed. The point is coming when we no longer have any say-so whatsoever in our laws. And I always point right back to the third term abortion law. That is the most pathetic thing I've ever heard as far as my lifetime. The most horrific, foul, monstrous, but guess what? Who cares, right? Do you care? All of my Christian brethren, do you care? Enough to say, we are not going to stand by and watch you kill those babies. Remove a baby from the womb and end its life. Have the Christians said that? Alright, that's another video.